to you.
Joel Barakiel-Tan is the first Filipino executive director at the Wing Luke Museum.
You know, we have this Tagalog term, halo-halo or sari-sari, mix-mix, and I won't even need to say much more. If you just focus on the many different faces here, this could be a family reunion.
Looking through the community portrait galleries showing the ever-evolving Asian American experience, he sees himself.
Oh, look, there's my nose. Oh, look, there's my ears. Oh, look, there's my auntie's smile.
Also the museum's first queer executive director and first foreign-born.
You gotta have a sense of humor. To me, that is so intrinsically Filipino.
Barakiel-Tan is a poet, a social justice, arts, and health advocate who co-founded LA's Asian Pacific AIDS Intervention Team health centers during a different pandemic.
I was part of this early wave of artists who responded to HIV/AIDS.
All he's experienced, he says, has led him here.
In this time of pandemic, in this time of heightened API hate, I kind of experienced it a little bit like the bat signal.
The museum is named for Wing Luke, the first person of color on the Seattle City Council and first Asian American elected to public office in the Pacific Northwest. He fought for civil rights and fair housing. It stands as an anchor of the Chinatown International District. Its collections telling the story of the neighborhood, its people and businesses, like the Red Waiter's jacket behind Barakiel-Tan.
These were the first two buildings in the Pacific Northwest, you know, bought and owned by Chinese families. It's like, what effort did that take in that time to do that?
Last month, the Wing received a $1 million grant from Bank of America to restore these buildings and improve technology.
What kinds of digital experiences actually promote wonder? If we're going to counter API hate, it comes down to what kinds of joy and wonder can we create, right, to counter that energy, that defeatedness, the fear that's happening.
Just down the street, you can find Harry Chan at Tai Tung Chinese restaurant, started by his grandfather in 1935. The Wing's Bruce Lee tours pre-pandemic included a stop here.
A chicken wing, Bruce Lee's favorite oyster sauce beef, and shrimp with the garlic sauce, okay, and vegetable, and the sweet and sour.
And Chan knows the museum's big impact on the neighborhood.
I can see we have more people go to the museum and come to this area. The reason why, because I can see they bring the brochure in here.
He has great expectations for its new leader.
With his background, I think he should be doing a very good job.
The job, Barakiel-Tan says, begins with taking care of the staff here who have endured the pandemic.
It captures the image, the spirit, and the personality.
And then looking toward the future with the Wing's community curatorial approach. That means asking a lot of questions and including a lot of people's perspectives.
As I look at my nieces and nephews who are Mexipino, you know, the generations that are Afro-Pino or Filipino, right? When they all walk out the door, they're all going to experience different things. So the question really becomes for me is, what is Asian American?
After all, the present so many voices are creating will become the history examined in these halls by the next generation. Lindsay Sheldon, KIRO 7 News.